What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Brick Hive. Thank you for joining me. All right, so this is gonna be a saucy video, and I'm sure I'm gonna get some hate comments for it. But look, I'm keeping it real. Yeah, I think Grogu needs to die.
Damn!
So let me explain. Empire Strikes Back is, and probably will always be, my favorite Star Wars movie. There's a lot of different reasons why, but honestly, one of the reasons is because of something that's less than a minute in the movie. And that's the scene where I first saw Star Wars bounty hunters. Now, we only get to see 6 of them, and really only one of them we even got a little bit more screen time. And when I say a little bit, you guys know Boba Fett only got literally like a few minutes in the movies. But that was the first time I saw bounty hunters in Star Wars, and I was just fascinated. So we got to see a tiny little bit of Boba Fett, and that was it. We didn't even get to see any of the other bounty hunters or what happened to them or who they even were. It wasn't until we got to read more books, comic books, and then shows like Clone Wars and Rebels came out. So in all these years, I mean, there's definitely, like I said, been books and comic books, but I've always wanted to see more, and see it in like movies or shows or something. And, we got to see some of the bounty hunters, at least a lot more than we had ever seen in Clone Wars and Rebels. I also wanted to add the prequels and Jango Fett, because it was really cool to get to see Jango Fett in action. But I just always wanted, a show about some bounty hunter. I always assumed the underworld of where bounty hunters go through and where they hang out. I thought that whole part of Star Wars would be just fascinating to see and just really awesome to watch. So then we got The Mandalorian, and I gotta tell you, when that trailer came out, I was losing my mind. I was like, here we go. We got some bounty hunter action coming, and it was awesome. And then we met Grogu.
Oh my gosh!
And don't get me wrong, even making this video, I don't hate Grogu. I'm just kind of sick of him. I mean, look, it's clear to me, I believe, that he's still around because Grogu is a major cash cow. And to my surprise and horror, he ended up sticking around The Mandalorian. I'm like, what? Instead of it being like a real bounty hunter type show that I was kind of expecting, it turned into, we need to find Grogu's people and take him there. And I don't know. I mean, obviously, it didn't make the show bad. It didn't. At least in my opinion, it did not make the show bad. And there were other aspects to the show. It wasn't just literally all about Grogu. And then season 2 came out, and we were still kind of just doing the Grogu thing again, with other things involved, of course, but yeah. And then, of course, we got to see Boba Fett, and I was like, what? We had heard rumors for years that there was going to be a Boba Fett movie, but then it never happened. And I think one of the reasons it probably didn't happen is because Disney Plus wanted a TV show. But again, I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me. Well, regardless, we saw what happened with Boba Fett.
We'll teach you like a panther.
I mean, even when the trailer for that came out, I was like, okay, this doesn't seem like it's gonna be like a bounty hunter type show. It looked like it was gonna be more of like maybe like a Godfather type show. Like almost like a mobster type thing. But that wasn't the case. We won't even get into that. I don't know. I was thinking about making a video about Boba Fett, but needless to say, that show did not impress me. If anything, it kind of did the opposite for Boba Fett in my eyes. So, scratch that bounty hunter show. So, at the end of season 2 of The Mandalorian, look who came and got Grogu. Luke mother effing Skywalker. And I was like, alright, that's perfect. Grogu can go be with Luke Skywalker. It makes total sense. Whatever the outcome, that's a whole different story, maybe a different show. But I was like, all right. I was like, Mando can now go and do his bounty hunter thing. But no. R2 brought him back to Tatooine. So now, I'm excited to see where this goes, with Mando and going to Mandalore and all this stuff. I think it's going to be very exciting. And the trailer looks great. But I'm like, what's Grogu doing there, man? Like, come on. I just feel like Grogu is just going to be a deterrent distraction.
I will send you to Jesus.
I'm not trying to be conspiracy theory, but I just think they really kept Grogu around and put him back in the show because, again, it's money. Dude, Grogu has been one of the biggest cash cows that I've seen in a long time. And, you know, I feel like Baby Groot was like at the top of the pyramid as far as being in a little cute section, you know. Grogu just like said, "Excuse me." So does like the dark side of me want to see a lightsaber go right through the chest of little baby Grogu? I say little baby, but it's not even a baby. But anyways, yes, I do. And I tell you, I would stand up and give major applause to Disney for being so brave, because that would be one of the ballsiest things Disney could do. But seriously, no, it's not like I don't want to see Grogu die. Can't they just, if it's that big of a cash cow or whatever, like make its own show, you know? The Adventures of Grogu. Anyways, if you feel the same as me, kind of sick of Grogu, like, okay, enough's enough. Yeah, go ahead and take a lightsaber and put it right through the chest of that like button for me. And subscribe. Join the Hive. Peace out, everybody.